Hey Jammers, welcome back to another Animal Jam Playwild video. It's Loveless here, and today I'm going to be talking about my crazy mom in Animal Jam Playwild. And I've been to a few family roleplays in Animal Jam, but this wasn't a family roleplay. Basically, they were just looking to adopt some people, and there were 3 other jammers there, and I thought this would be normal, but it wasn't. At first they were normal, and then later on they started to get weird. Like, as soon as it hit nighttime in the game, they started to get weird, and the people there were scared for some reason. And at night, the mom would either turn into an all-black Arctic wolf, and everybody was scared of them, and they weren't themselves, because then they changed into somebody else at night. And that's what they said in the day. So in the day they said, you better watch out, and we had to go to bed early at 5 in the game time. And I wondered why, and I went out and I saw one of the sisters was out there with the mom, and it was creepy. They were both all black, one all black fox and the all black Arctic wolf, and they were sitting on the edge of the den. And I didn't ask why, and I thought that was pretty weird, and I went back with the others, and yeah, that was pretty weird. And then later on, maybe after an hour I was there, it started to get even weirder. She would just sit there in the corner and do nothing, just all black Arctic wolf, and spam good night, and it was pretty weird. And everybody else seemed to be afraid, and I don't know why they left, but I stayed because I thought it was pretty interesting. And there was a masterpiece in there that says, "You cannot leave," which was weird or something. I'm pretty sure it said something, "You can't leave," or something like that. And that just looked pretty weird. But at one point, one of the sisters said they can't take it anymore, and they left. And then this was when the mom was good, and it was in the daytime. It wasn't at night in the game time, it was at day. And they got pretty upset about that. And then there were just 3 of us left. So yeah. And one night, one of them turned into a ghost by the haunted mom at night. So yeah, it just got weirder and weirder, and it wasn't the typical, the typical mom on Animal Jam. And this happened a few years ago, and this was one of the weirdest experiences that has happened to me on Animal Jam, beyond. And then in the daytime, it was pretty cool, because then we would usually go to the swimming pool or something and stuff, all of us, and have fun. But once it got later in the day, when it started to get dark, that's when things got weird and stuff. And once my room, my plushie that used to sit on top of my desk, it ended up on the floor, and I wondered how it got there. And I was like, that's weird. So then I said I was going to leave, and I told everybody goodbye, and then they started changing their den really fast. So yeah, it was pretty annoying, and then I couldn't leave. And eventually I ended up going to my den, and I forgot to unbuddy them because I was trying to get to my den as fast as I can so they don't change their den again. And they followed me, so I was like, I just decided just to go back to the den and to say bye to everybody and stuff, and then I would just block them. So on the weirdest night, do you know what happened? Well, you probably don't, so I'm just going to tell you. What happened was, she ended up turning into this fox, and when she was supposed to be an Arctic wolf. And when she was this fox, she was just pure blue, light blue. And she had one of those tiaras on, a snowflake one. And then she started acting normal, and I was like, oh, that's good. And I was like, hi, and everything, and we had a conversation, and then she promised to take us to the beach tomorrow, and I was like, awesome. But when we got back, that's when it all started getting weird again. And then we were all like, what's going on here? And when she saw us, she chased us around, and that's when I was like, I buddied everyone there except her, and I told them go to my den, and we would just leave. So we did, and when we got to my den, I was going to talk what happened, and one of them said, I do not know, I just found her in the pillow room advertising at her den, and she said she's been with that parent for like a month or two now, and one of them has been there for like 5 months, and they've really started to connect with each other. And I just met her today, I said, and they were like, she does get pretty weird at night.